surprising world, all of the Philippines, and even Southeast Asia, is now focused on national tennis. Development Center in Bangkok, Thailand, not because of the general competition, but because of competition, of AlexEala's campaign in women's singles. After the first round bye, his road will officially begin to redemption in the round of 16 today. Day, December 14th, 2025. His opponent is whoever wins the interval, by Shihomi Leong of Malaysia and Alia Vongala of Laos. It's a matchup viewed as manageable in the eyes of a WTA-level athlete, but it is true that this fight is the hardest, which is Eala's mental hurdle. It is necessary. He regained the momentum that had been lost after his streak of grand slam heartbreaks. The pressure is on. Leaning on his shoulder is not simple pressure to win, but pressure to dominate. Need to prove it, Eala, to himself and to the country. His WTA experience has given to his ruthless consistency and zero tolerance for error. This is his first time. Will play under national pressure. After the intense ones, international setbacks, every ground stroke in his first match was not just a tennis shot. This is a declaration of, he resolved, if the round of 16 will only be viewed as a warm-up big, that was a mistake. His opponent, anyone to Leong or Vongala, will play without pressure and with extra motivation to spoil the winning Pinoy superstar streak. That's why what fans expect is a quick one, dominant performance from Eala, a statement win that will show his Grand Slam ambition is not decreased. Soon he was able to use the bait as fuel in the search for gold, the women's singles gold medal, missing piece that Eala needs for, again, to rally the country again and prove that the Pinay tennis legacy did not finish at the junior championships. This fight was the beginning of his emotional climb back to the peak. Performance must win, must be flawless, because every mistake here will cause a doubt in his Grand Slam and WTA goals. Bangkok will be the stage of his reemergence. Thailand, particularly Nonthaburi, became the center of attention not only because of the SEA Games, but because of the weight expectations brought by AlexEala. At the age of almost 2 decades, the youngest Filipino athlete with biggest international profile, and her presence in women's singles is viewed like a Grand Slam winner is fighting a regional tournament. But the truth is, he came to Bangkok is not a simple sure win scenario. It's an emotional one. Gauntlet he has to run. To recover, it will be remembered that when last major tournament, how many points? Eala is just far enough away to continue, get into the mind draw, and surprise the tennis elites. But in the end, that dream came true. In tears, the intense bitterness of those losing to the WTA is the very fuel. Performing his viral training video, what does it show? Nope, just his extraordinary skill set, which the world has long known, but the desperation and the hunger that is no more. Retaste a feeling of failure. That's why every extreme blow heard in practice court 5 of LT is not for his opponent. Round of 16. This is for the shadows of his past defeats. In SEA games, the pressure comes from another direction. It's not the pressure to win against a top 10 player, but the pressure not to lose against to any underdog who wants to work. Of headlines in his victory over a world-class athlete, the conflict here is clear: career versus country. Her WTA career is demanding focus on higher stakes tournaments, but the Philippines is asking for a gold, a symbol of national pride that can rally a whole country. That's why his first round bye is not a rest period. It's a longer time for internalize the weight of the flag. He will wait for the winner of Leong and Dallas, a match that in the eyes of the WTA is forgettable, but for Alaha, Whoever wins, there's no more. Simple opponent, but the first obstacle on his road to redemption. His viral training video came out as extraordinary hype before, even if he stepped on the court. Gave a shock factor because it showed up this of an AlexEala who is more ruthless, more driven, and more willing to sacrifice. His team deliberately released this footage to make everyone feel, to the opponent, to the fans, and especially to himself, that CA has no room. Games are not just warm-ups. This is the crucible where he will mold the mental and emotional strength he needs for his true Grand Slam and WTA goals in the future. In Bangkok, we'll start again, P.